those in times like now.
Yeah, the playlist was extremes, and superheroes are extreme, right?
I think we nailed it. Well, we also, I think, nailed tonight's booking. Tonight we have McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart. We have Jody and Will and Tim in the studio. And there, you know how we do it. We kick off with a song. And so welcome, and you're off.
Thank you.
Question
please come to me now. No reason can separate you from me now. No storm could pull me away. She's the one, the only one for me.
Never let go of my baby.
She's the sun, I'm the sandy beach.
No, never let go of my baby.
Her love runs so river deep.
No, never let go of my baby.
I gotta go out here calling me. Whoa, no, never let go of my baby. Oh, no, never let go of my baby. Oh, no, never let go of my baby. Oh, no, never let go of my baby.
Hey. World premiere of McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart. That's world premiere, right? You guys haven't played live anywhere before as McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart?
We have not, so this is our maiden voyage tonight. So
All right.
we're glad to be here.
How
Well,
did this come about? Because the original booking was not this.
the original booking was Jody.
Okay. So how did this happen? How did this originate?
Well, this was through the generosity of Bob. I was playing up here with my friends Bill and Grace, and after it was over with, I said, is there any chance I could come up here? He said, sure, just sign up. So I did, and so ever since that night, I was putting together the songs I want to do. Some of these songs are 20 years old here, but
They're
and
all
I
original,
started-
though.
Yep.
Jody wrote all these songs, which is wonderful.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are my tunes. Anyway, it's kind of a history. This is like going back in time for me. But then I've been playing music with Tim. Tim's a pretty busy working musician out there, doing the Sunday night thing nowadays at the Cave.
Yeah, mini residency on Sunday night, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
that-
didn't know about that. What happens then?
Just bring in different people, and this Sunday I think I might just do it solo because I've had so many guests in. But the following Sunday will be this trio. We're going to do
All right.
this exact show.
So that's Tim Stambaugh. You guys can find Tim Stambaugh by just looking for Tim Stambaugh. Probably.
Not too hard to find.
And then I brought my friend Will in to play drums. We've been working together on our day job for a while, and then I kind of moved on from that, and Will did too. And so, but we became friends working there, and found out we played music, and we started rehearsing together about a year and a half ago, and off and on. And so I knew it was a natural selection for tonight.
And that's the Cowart of
Yes,
McCall,
Will Cowart.
Stambaugh, and Cowart. Will Cowart. And how do people find you, Will?
Instagram. I do a WKC Woodworks. So I'm a furniture and cabinet maker.
Oh,
so-
fantastic.
And
We have
musician.
things to talk about.
There we go. That's right. Yeah, I hear that.
It's okay when we ask that question because Bob's always like, "How can people stalk you?" I'm one of the few people who's like, "You can't.
Right.
Don't find me. Nope."
Well,
You can
most
say no.
musicians want people
Yeah.
to follow them and know
Well, I
where they're
think that's
playing and
bonkers.
come and put money in the tip jar. That's all. I'm just trying to make the money.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, I get you. I hear what you're saying. Well, we want to hear more of this history. So play us another song.
Okay, this next song is a song I wrote, and I get a lot of really good feedback. Actually, people are kind to me that come up to me after shows and tell me how much they enjoy it. Most of the time I play bass in bands, and I usually like to bring a song into the band that I'm playing with because bass is a support role. And this song was written, and I played it a lot with Pete Palsy
Oh yeah.
and with Radars and Clowns of Sedation. And I hope to be putting it out soon. I've gone in the studio and recorded it, and I just need to keep following it through. But Tim and Will have graciously allowed me to play these tunes, and this is one called Blood on Your Hands. decided to go away, leave me here all alone. Did you have a plan when you left me for another day? Or were you gone right from the start? What's in your veins? Is it the water from a cold mountain stream? What's on your hands? Is it the blood of another broken heart? Well, early in the morning light or late in the midnight crowd, nothing seems all that clear to me. Warm whiskey to ease the pain, put my boots back on my feet again. I'll be looking for that sunny summer day. What's in your veins? Is it the water from a cold mountain stream? What's on your hands? Is it the blood of another broken heart? Time and time I find myself remembering your sweet kiss and all the laughter that we shared. Losing love is a bitter scene, but I would do it all over again, just to hold you in my arms and whisper your sweet name. What's in your veins? Is it the water from a cold mountain stream? What's on your hands? Is it the blood of another broken heart?
Yes. That was, again, McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart. I'm getting better at saying that.
Now, if that, I don't know that anyone would want that song to be about them. Is that a good guess? Did I guess right? Some of those lines in there, though, like they cut.
Oh, yeah.
So, where was your head when you were writing this song
Yeah.
20 years ago?
Well, that's a
Underwater.
good question because I wrote that song after an all-night session practicing with the band I used to play in called Mebbinsville.
Oh, yeah.
Larry Villani.
Larry
and those-
Villani, yeah.
Good friends of mine, and Jane Davis, and we were all practicing one night, and I woke up the next day, and it was something I'd been working on really, because a lot of songwriting is really waiting for it to come up out of your subconscious.
You're waiting for that magic.
Yeah, and so the next day I woke up with a massive hangover, but
Surprise.
I could not hear this song. It was so strong that I thought it was on the radio. I wrote it down, recorded it real quick to keep it, and developed it, but it was so powerful that I didn't even know if I wrote it.
So you were hearing words and melody.
Yeah, I
at
heard the
kind of
whole
same
thing.
time.
It was one, yeah.
Wow. That's got to be a pretty powerful experience for a songwriter.
Well, you know, I was working. I do carpentry work, and I was working on my house, and it would not let me be. I just had to put my skill saw down and go out to my studio and take it down. I've learned, you know, you learn, okay, wait a minute. Hello, hardhead. Get on with it.
You're not going to remember it. You got to write it down. You're not.
Yeah.
Gonna remember it.
Well, record it. You got to record.
Or record it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was. But my friend Jane Davis, who's a wonderful fiddle player and singer, plays with Whiskey Honeys.
Whiskey Honeys, yeah.
Yeah. She was the one that, more than anybody, said, you need to be playing this song. Because I've got a whole stack of songs. And she was like, well, play us one of your songs. And I played that, and she was like, you really ought to be playing that song. So I have to give credit to Jane.
Well, yeah, Jane is a quality person, and I would trust her opinion on many things.
Mm-hmm.
And we do want to hear more of your music, but I'm going to say something I might regret.
Yep.
But I hope not. Can you turn your guitar up just a tiny bit?
I did.
Okay.
I'm trying not to blast you
that's
guys.
so much better. Yeah, that gives it a lot more depth.
Well, you know, I should be playing acoustic, but for many reasons, most of which I'm just unconventional kind of person.
Well, that is a beautiful guitar, and we'll want you to tell us about it later after
Okay.
you play this song.
All right, the next song is about. I love to write songs about bands that I play in because they become family to me. So this song is about the experience of playing in a band that was in Salisbury, North Carolina. They're still at it. They're called the Number 9 Coal. They're fantastic. They could do everything.
It sounds like Number 9 Cole should be a bluegrass band.
They're mostly bluegrass, but the leader of that group, Tommy Farmer, it was Tommy Farmer, my friend Kent Smith, who is still at it, still playing great. He played percussion. Tommy was on guitar. I played bass, and we had this killer banjo player named Keith.
You got him out of prison for the.
Oh man, Keith, he would just tear it up, and we just played together. But anyway, this song is about me leaving in the hot summer days and driving for an hour and a half and going down and practicing and then coming back that night.
Wow.
I very rarely ever. I saw the sun come up many times playing with that band, let me tell you. So anyway, it's called Stranger at Midnight. Well, the road, it's in your blood when you know you got good friends that are waiting for you. So I go in the heat of the day, but the road is so familiar that I'm singing all the way. Yet it's stranger at midnight when the voices come through. Sometime later, you know, I gotta move on. Stranger at midnight, don't I know you? A woman will be waiting for me at dawn. These friends of mine, they shine like the sun when the voices blend together and we sing as one. We work so hard till all our strength is gone, and the thing that holds us together you can't put your finger on. But it's stranger at midnight when the voices come through. Sometime later, you know, I gotta move on. Stranger at midnight, don't I know you? My woman will be waiting for me at dawn. the dark ride home. The big trucks roll on by like whales in the deep blue sea. They make a lonesome cry, and those lights, they hurt my eyes, but the lights hold the future for my friends. And I still a stranger at midnight when the voices come through. Sometime later, you know, I gotta move on. Stranger at midnight, hey, don't I know my woman will be waiting for me at dawn. Yes, it's stranger at midnight when the voices come through. Sometime later, you know, I gotta move on. Stranger at midnight, hey, don't I know you? My woman will be waiting. Woman will be waiting. The woman will be waiting for me at dawn.
Let's talk about those instruments making all those pretty sounds.
Yeah, huh?
I want to talk about this banjo in front of us here. You mentioned when you walked in that it was a hide banjo. You wanted to get it in out of the cold.
Right.
And it's just like in its own way, it's gorgeous because I know it's got a story.
It's also wonderfully punchy in my headphones.
It really, it
Yeah.
has a great sound. I personally like the sound of banjo a
Yeah.
lot. And I will say too that, man, take the resonator off your banjo because
You more than likely don't need it.
you don't
I
need
was
it.
liberated when I went from the resonator banjo that was so heavy, and this one was
Oh, yeah.
built in 1917.
Wow.
And well, of course, the neck was redone at Gruen's in Nashville because they didn't make 5-string banjos back then. So
Yeah.
we put the maple neck on it at Gruen's in Nashville, and never looked back. I really just love the old-timey feel. It's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's more expressive in some ways.
It
and
looks
just-
great and it sounds great.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that so? How, when you talk about a band, you get a banjo from 1917. What people may or may not know is that it's made up of so many different parts. It's got you've got the drum head,
Right.
you've got the pins, you've got the neck separately. So, what part of that banjo is still from 1917?
Well, the tone ring and this wooden shell.
Okay.
And the metal tone ring and all this metallic parts, just from here
Yeah.
down, all that. Of course, it has a new skin on it
Of
because they don't
course.
last forever.
No.
And I wasn't going to go out and get a groundhog or anything for that, so I just
Well,
bought this one
that's
pre-made.
just a real lack of commitment.
I know where you can get one. There's one in my garden.
Right.
He is so intent on destroying all the rodents, Bob.
Not all of them.
I just want to also, because the weather is so cold and we have to take care of our instruments, it's also remind people to bring in their bass players tonight.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I've got to go, guys. Sorry, hold on.
Okay.
If you leave your bass player outside, you should stay outside.
All right.
And we're noticing, Will, also that you've got a snare.
He's hiding it.
Yeah, under the towel there. What got you started playing drums?
My mom. So yeah, she's
Really?
a musician. She plays bagpipes.
Whoa.
Whoa! Where's Mom? I want to meet her.
No more needs to be said about this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she plays bagpipes. Got me involved with Highland drumming. So I played with her for a while as a kid, and then kind of went on from there. So that started kind of a drumming career, I guess.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
I'm gonna have coffee with your mom
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's right,
It
yeah.
just sounds incredibly cool.
I did a lot of rock and roll stuff like Stooges, MC5 type stuff in
Cool.
Chicago. Yeah,
That is awesome. Within Chicago, you said?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. I've been down here for like 5 years. and
Okay. Very
noticed a
cool.
change in music. So here
What
we
brought
are.
you down here?
My wife.
That,
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, it's about halfway from where she grew up and where I grew up. So, yeah, she had some family here, so the weather's nice,
Oh,
Perfect.
much better.
relatively speaking.
Tim,
Yeah.
did you have your hand up?
Well, maybe you wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk to you, the intern here, because we want to dedicate our next song.
You going to dedicate a song to Maisie?
Yes.
I mean, she is awesome, but she's also not really here.
Oh, I met her,
She's right next to me.
but this is kind of an Irish lilt to it that Jody wrote, and Maisie's grandparents were from Ireland and immigrated here, and so I thought we would
Okay.
send this out to her because she's just sitting here patiently videotaping
That
us.
sounds
Well, I'm going to
wonderful.
allow the dedication. That's
Let's hear Maisie's song, and then we're going to hear about Jody's fantastic red guitar.
yeah.
Here we go. Stay forevermore, live upon the shore. The world waits for you as you seek the truth. Fields of Athen rye, never more to cry. Lift your eyes into the skies, feel the ground below you. Here upon the shamrock shore, we will stay forevermore. All right. Stay forevermore, hear the oceans roar. In dreams we take flight when we meet tonight. Now coming into view, we find Tirna new. Deep within our souls, we hold the balance. Here upon the shamrock shores, we'll stay forevermore. Stay forevermore. Stay forevermore. Stay forevermore. Stay forevermore.
Looks like it got the Maisie seal of approval.
So is that Maisie's song from now on? Is that the title?
It's hard to get away from Stay Forevermore.
Well, we promised you, our listeners and watchers, because we are live streaming, that you would tell us something about that purdy red guitar.
Well, this is a copy of a Gibson that they made back in this was like a budget type Gibson guitar back in the 40s and 50s
Wow.
and 60s. This one was made, of course, like so many things in China, but it's such a cool instrument in the sense that it's electric, but it's acoustic. It's like really one of the first acoustic electrics, if you will, and it has these wonderful P90 pickups and it's easy to play. And for somebody like my hands are like so tired that I need all the help I can get. But
Now, 90%, 95% of the time I see you with an instrument in your hand, it's a big old bass.
yeah, those things can wear you out,
So
Watching Daryl play a couple nights ago.
Speaking of
right?
bass players.
Oh
yeah.
Have
So
mercy.
yes, we were getting a sense of that workout. It is very difficult.
Yeah, he's got to have Popeye forearms.
Oh yeah, well. That's why I play electric basses mostly.
Yeah.
But is it a stretch to move from a 4-string bass to a 6-string guitar?
No. In fact, most bass players start out on guitars. That's kind of where the starting point of all.
And then they figured out they wanted to be in 5 different bands, and so they picked up a bass.
Exactly. If you want to play in a band, sometimes you have to make choices to do things that bands need.
Was it Glenn Jones who told us? He said if you want to play music and play guitar, if you want to play gigs, play bass.
Yeah,
Was it? I think
that's
Glenn
true.
Jones. I'm paraphrasing, but I think
Yeah,
Glenn
Glenn,
Jones shared
he's-
that with us.
Glenn's a great guy. He knows too about that. But
He works at it, but I think he's got a gig every night.
Oh yeah.
You know what I know? It's the top of the hour, and you are
Son of a
listening
gun.
to WHUP LP Hillsboro. And being as it is 7 o'clock, we need a spokesmodel. So fight amongst yourselves.
See that box?
And one of you grab that box on the table there, because we have a second hour sponsor, because we're like that.
That's right. Support for this second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsboro, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs. That didn't happen in stereo like I was hoping.
I have peanut butter needs. Sorry.
Every guest on Pass the Hat gets a gift of chocolate from Matthews Chocolates. That is a box of chocolate for you guys. And y'all, you want chocolate as well. And what you want chocolate for probably is Valentine's Day. Do not walk in there on February 12th, 13th or so and expect to get any chocolate. You go there tomorrow and you place your order. And then you walk in and pick up the chocolate on the 12th or the 13th.
It's cool when the chocolate guy is threatening you like that. It makes me want more chocolate.
You gotta know how to work the chocolate system.
Yeah.
So here we are in our second hour of Pass the Hat, and we've got McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart live here in the studio, and we will remind you that we are simulcasting, if you will. You can find the live stream on any of your favorite streaming services, and your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. YouTube and Facebook, keep them forever, so you can go out there to @WHUP on any of those services. YouTube and Facebook, you can find this live stream, and after it's over, you can go back and look through an archive of multiple years of other live streams and catch up on what you've missed. Twitch keeps them for 2 weeks, but a fantastic live stream platform. And the band is getting ready to play us another song.
This next song is written about, I used to send emails out to this band because they're such supporters of my poetry. And so it's the Whiskey Honeys band I used to play with for years,
Mm-hmm.
that Glenn plays bass in now. Wonderful bass player.
Fantastic band. Playing at the Blue Note Grill next week, I think.
They are. They're playing coming up. So go see them. They're all dear friends of mine. And this song was written as an explanation for why I couldn't be at the next gig, because I was going on vacation.
That's what happens if you can't make a gig. You got to wite a song.
That's, well, sometimes
That's the
one
penalty.
I've heard that one excuse is better than another.
Fair.
Miles away, far from reach, I miss the sweet whiskey honeys. My woman says I work too hard, but I play twice as much. 'Cause when you play for such lovelies, you can't find a reason to rush. Away, away, there's no need to rush away. Away, 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 there's no need to rush away. Let me tell you about it. So much time has come to pass, time between when I rested last. A woman says I need my rest if I'm gonna do my best. But when you play for such lovelies, you can't find a reason to rest. Away, away, there's no need to rush away. Away, 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 there's no need to rush away. All right, Tim, let me hear you. dissipation, headed for tranquility. Step into a brand new destination. What will I find upon this new landing? Away, away, there's no need to fly away. Away, 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 there's no need to fly away. Away, 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 there's no need to fly away.
More McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart live here in the studio. Jody, we've learned that we're listening to all of your originally written songs here in the studio. What's your genesis as a songwriter? How did that happen? You just woke up one day and decided, I'm going to write songs?
That's a good question. You know, I got to tell you, I've been writing songs and poems ever since I was a wee lad in elementary school, and I just kind of took it for granted, honestly. And it's only in these last 20 or 30 years of my life that I've started to realize that not everybody can write songs. I just took it for granted. Everybody can write. Everybody can do whatever they want to, right? You know. And I started realizing it was something I need to keep up with.
Well, it sounds like one of the benefits you had as a child is someone not telling you you can't do that.
Exactly. Oh yeah, my parents.
So they were encouraging.
They were very encouraging, and they always pushed me to do my best. That was one thing that was not tolerated in our household. If you did not do your absolute best.
So whatever you decide to do, put your all into it.
Exactly.
That's good parenting right there.
Yeah, it is.
Because I'm going to support you at whatever you do, but you have to put yourself all into it.
Oh yeah.
I'm familiar with this conversation.
My mom was a junior high school teacher, too.
Wow.
She taught geometry way back in the day.
That's back in the old days when we had junior high schools, Kim Lane.
Yeah,
Well, they call it middle schools now, right?
they do. Yeah. I guess they thought it inappropriate to divide it like they did.
I can't tell you how many of my friends rail against the Yankees coming down here and making us have middle school. Mm-hmm. How dare they? But then I found out all of my friends that live up north are saying the same thing. How come all of a sudden we got middle schools? It's a universal thing.
There you go.
So you started writing poetry first.
Yeah.
And songwriting became kind of a natural extension because there was music in your life and you were probably playing instruments also.
Well, I didn't start really taking – the harmonica was the first instrument I really took up, but seriously was the guitar. And it just kind of grew out of the great love of the music of my generation or our generation, talking about that generation.
Do you have a first song or a very early song that was a very powerful moment for you when you first decided to write a song or finished a song?
Well, that's the thing. You don't really decide to write a song.
Well, you might not. They just come to you in your sleep, apparently.
I mean, you hope to write a song. It's really more of a hope, a dream. These are living dreams. They're very ethereal. They're not something you can put your finger on. You know, they're gifts. I don't really feel like I wrote these songs myself, but I did. So all you copywriters out there, I wrote these songs. So.
Jody wrote these songs. So you don't have an idea of, okay, I'm going to write a song about this. It's just a song about that kind of comes to you.
Well,
without intention.
You try to be intentional, but the more I've read about it, especially people like, you take the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, two excellent songwriters, but when they tried to write hits, they contrived such nonsense and trash that it just fell flat, so.
Yeah, I just heard an interesting anecdote today. Do you know the Paul Simon song, Mother and Child Reunion? Mm-hmm. You know the genesis of that song?
No.
Apparently, he was at a Chinese restaurant and they had a soup that was chicken with an egg dropped in it, and the name of the soup was Mother and Child Reunion.
Well,
There you
that's
go.
awful.
See, songs are everywhere.
And the song has nothing to do with that, but that was just a little spark of inspiration he needed to write this amazing song.
Why did I just immediately think, wow, that is not kosher?
Well, it
At
was a
all.
Chinese restaurant. They don't have to be kosher.
But still, that's aggressively non-kosher.
Okay, I think it's time for us to hear
I
some
think
more
so.
music.
Now I'm just disturbed. Play me a song.
Okay, this song hopefully speaks for itself. It's called Gone Are the Previous. Every generation has their own explanation of how or who or what's going on. We just took the baton from the previous one. Gone are previous times. There is no new thing under the sun. So what will be our response? Gone are previous times. Everyone's humanity is revealed in their own life, with every expectation to make everything alright. When we are given the chance to walk through the next door, with what we've learned, we can make this a better world. Gone are previous times. Everyone's humanity is revealed in their own life, with every expectation to make everything alright. When we are given the chance to walk through the next door, with what we've learned, we can make this a better world. Gone are previous times. Gone are previous minds.
Another beautiful song.
Thank you.
So Jody, you write these songs, and we know this is the world premiere of McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart. So I'm gathering that your two bandmates hadn't been practicing these songs for months on end. How do you bring these songs to a band and then get a full band song out of it?
Well, that's always the challenge. I mean, Tim here is an excellent songwriter himself, and he can probably give you a different formula. For me, it's really up to the songwriter to get his act together or her act together, whoever, and then pull together people that are sympathetic to your cause.
So you're like a dictator, and you say, "This is the sound I want coming out of you, and this is the sound I want coming out of the drums." And
No.
Or you let them say,
I much prefer they come up with their own thing. Yeah.
I hear this happening in this song, and they
Yeah.
do it for you.
Oh, oftentimes, yeah. The best, yeah. You want input. I mean,
Well, not everybody, but you should. I agree. We have had people in the studio who said, "No, I tell the band what to play, and they play it."
I've been in those situations, and most of the time, if it's really good, it's a great thing. But if it's not so good, sometimes you can reason with a
Yeah, you want to be able to say no, and I should play this here instead. It would sound better.
yeah.
So, have you written any songs about Radar's clowns?
I have not. This next song, though, is about some dear friends of mine that I was playing with a couple years ago. We call ourselves Crows Fly, and it was my friend Dana Danahauer and Dawn Leith and Ann Schrago. These are dear friends of mine that we worked together. And Kevin Smith was in that group too, played some lead guitar, and we played Carrboro Music Festival.
Nice.
But this song was written as an effort to pull us all together and have a music party. And I was like, wow, we disbanded, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if we all got together and just played for the fun of it, which is what I do a lot of, actually.
That should be why everyone plays, right?
Well, it should be, but there's lots of needs out there, like the need to eat.
Yeah,
and,
people like food. It's weird.
But anyway, this song's called Connection. I don't want to break this connection. I don't want to see us fall apart. I don't want to break this connection, what we had from the very start. We all have dreams that take us to different places. Riding subway trains, walking mountain trails we don't know. Within every heart, there lives a mystery. There's a part of you that's become a part of me. And I don't want to break this connection. I don't want to see us fall apart. I don't want to break this connection, what we had from the very start. There are those I've known from days of old. Come and go, and away they go. Just a few words would really help out. Clear up the confusion, wipe away any doubt. Let's reason together. Each one has each other's best interests at heart. One hand washes the other, and I'm looking for you to help me see who you really want to be. Connection, I don't want to see us fall apart. I don't want to break this connection, what what we had from the very start. I don't want to break this connection. I don't want to see us fall apart. I don't want to break this connection. What we had from the very start.
More wonderfulness. And I like the concept of that song, that if you listen to it without your intro, it's kind of a forlorn love kind of a situation. But with your intro, it's, I just want to get the gang back together. I want to get my friends together. And I was having a conversation just today with a friend about how songwriting should be writing songs that are just kind of a skeleton of concepts so that the listener fills in all the holes with whatever's going on in their head. And that's a good example of that.
Oh, thank you. That's great. You know, some of my favorite songwriters write that way. People like Bob Dylan and Neil Young and Joni Mitchell. Those are some of my favorites, you know. Then there's Tom Waits. Then there's Tim.
Oh, well, I just wanted to add, I can't listen to Joni Mitchell because, why? I grew up with 6 older sisters and no brothers, and I had to go. Each one of them went through their Joni Mitchell.
So it was
phase.
constant in your house for a decade.
Longer. So I still cringe a little bit. No, but now I can listen to her more now.
With the distance of time.
Yes, just in time. I'm back.
Did you ask them when people can see them live?
Hey, when can people see you live?
We're going to be playing. Good question. We're going to be playing at the Cave. My dear friend Tim here is hosting a artist residence there on the Cave on Sunday, the 28th.
That's correct.
At 6 o'clock. And come on out. You'll have a great time. It'll be too cold to be anywhere else.
It's not this Sunday, but the Sunday from now. So that's just 9 days from now.
Exactly.
Right, the 28th. Come on out, 6 o'clock, and you'll have a good time. We're just going to be relaxed. Tim's going to play some of his tunes,
Right.
and we're going to have a big time.
And the Cave is just such a wonderful, chill place to hang
It
out.
is so chill.
We should all be there.
All
Yeah.
right.
You'll have a big time.
Guaranteed. Well, we don't have a whole lot more time. We should shut up and let you guys play music.
All right, we're going to play another one here, and let's see where your mind might take you on this.
All right?
I don't walk these fields alone. The clouds and the crows fly above me. Tall grass and reeds sway around in my dreams as a gentle wind reminds me once again. The one who walks these fields is my friend. And I don't cross this river alone. The rocks above the surface are my stepping stones. The bridges from the ages past, on the other side at last, leads me back to where the journey began. The one who crosses this river is my friend. this mountain alone. The path that I follow leads me on. The songs of the valley, in the silence where I learn of the light in the darkness returning again. The one who climbs this mountain is my friend. I don't walk alone. I don't walk alone anymore. I don't walk alone. I don't walk alone anymore.
Fantastic. We've got time for one more if you want to jump into one real quick. But Tim, real quickly, one of our listeners wants to know about the dobro you're playing.
Well, there's nothing real special about it. It's a resophonic guitar, and I got it from John Curry, who plays dobro and electric guitar in my band, and there was a little shuffle. I gave mine away to my banjo player, and I got this one from him, so it's kind of a...
Musical dobro.
Yeah, but I love playing it. It's a challenge and fun for me, and I just love the sound of it.
Oh, yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you got one more,
I
Jody?
got one more. This is our song of, to leave a thought of how we all live life. We share this life together, and so we need to look out for each other. We need to help each other out. We need to
Amen.
hold the door for each other and
For everybody.
Yeah. So this is called "To the Rescue." There's a time in every life when deep inside something's not right. In a moment, in a day or two, you need a rescue. Or when you're walking somewhere strange, you start to see you've lost your way to the place that you once knew. You need a rescue. But then appears from somewhere, leading you back, this dear friend, with just a word sent to encourage you came the rescue. As days unfold, we will find we need to read between the lines. Someone far away or next to you will need a rescue. Remove the veil from your eyes. Look to the glory beyond the skies. But thanks to the one who came by to the rescue. To the rescue. To the rescue. What could I do till you came through? When the rescue. What could I do till you came through?
Oh, dear listener, you have been enjoying a fantastic hour of McCall, Stambaugh, and Cowart as they practice and get ready for their gig at the Cave on Sunday, January 28th. You guys need to be there. What time? 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6?
We'll start at 6.
6 o'clock.
We'll probably run this show in its entirety around 7.
All right. So
Sounds good.
spend the evening at the Cave on the 28th. You can thank us later. Now
Thank
comes
you.
this comes the point in the show where we turn off the live stream. So Kim is doing that. So wave goodbye.